Dr. Zakir Naik, regarding your answer, you said we can say in Shahada grammatically La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah, but it is not norm of the Salaf Salih. It is bid'ah to edit Quran and Nunha, so we cannot change any word from Revelation. It is a major sin, but follow just with understanding of the companions of the Prophet. A similar question is posed by Ahmad Rashad, businessman from Toronto, Canada. Dr. Zakir Naik, you said that we can say La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah according to Arabic grammar, but I think it is not correct because we cannot change any word of ibadah like adhan, prayer, adhkar, and it's not allowed to edit kalam of Allah, Quran, hadith. This is regarding a question that was posed by few of the Muslims, that is La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah mentioned in the Quran, and can anyone say it as a shahada? And I said very clearly that La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah together doesn't appear anywhere in the Quran. It comes in two separate places, and I gave the references that Muhammadur Rasulullah is mentioned separately, La ilaha illallah is mentioned separately, both together is not mentioned. Neither is there any hadith which say that. I was very explicit regarding shahada. I said very clearly, it's mentioned in Sahih Bukhari. The best shahada that was said at the time of the Prophet was Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluh. And there are various variations of the shahada, and I gave references from Sahih Bukhari, from Sahih Muslim. There is no hadith which only says La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah, but I said there were other variations. So I made it very clearly, it's not mentioned together in the Quran, it's not verbatim in the Quran, but close to it. So no Muslim I know that says that this is the verse of the Quran, and I made it very clear. But you ask me, can it be said as a shahada? Shahada means bearing witness. We bear witness that there is no God but Allah, and Prophet Muhammad is the messenger of Allah. You can say it in any language. Can I say it in English? Yes, I can say it in English. If I say in English that there is no God but Allah and Prophet Muhammad is the messenger of Allah, it's a shahada in English. It's not part of the Quran. It's not part of the hadith. There's no problem at all. You cannot say it's bid'ah. Yes, how is it mentioned in the hadith? And I gave the various variation in my last answer with references. So where is the question? You asked me and I gave the answer. I said it's not part of the Quran. But if it's not part of the Quran, it doesn't mean you cannot say it. I do agree it cannot be part of the adhkar, and I never did I say it's part of adhkar. It cannot be part of adhan. We have to say the adhan as it was said at the time of the Prophet by the Sahabas. And there's no two doubt about it. The question is, can anyone say La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah? I said, yes, you can. Will it be counted as the shahada? I said, no problem, it can. In Arabic grammar, it can. There are two types of sentences. One is a khabar and one is insha. And I gave the answer in detail. Now, where is the question? How can you say it's a bid'ah? I'm asking you a question. Can you say that alcohol is haram? Of course, alcohol is haram. There's no verse in the Quran that says alcohol is haram in Arabic. But there are verses which indicate Ya alladhina amanu innamal khamru wal maisiru wan zabul aslamu rijsun min amali shaitan. These are Satan's handiwork. Abstain from that you may prosper. The word haram is not there. But if I say that Quran says alcohol is haram, it's allowed. You tell me, where does the Quran say the word haram for alcohol? It doesn't say that. But can I say this? I can say it. So where are you splitting hair? You asked a simple question. I gave a simple answer. Just because one person comes out of the blue and says it's a bid'ah, you're repeating it. You don't know the definition of bid'ah. So there's no problem at all. Nowhere do I say that La ilaha illallah is a verse in the Quran together. It's not anywhere in the hadith. But can you say it? Yes, you can say it. Similarly, can you say alcohol is haram? Of course you can say. There's no verse in the Quran saying alcohol is haram. The word haram is not used for alcohol. But if I say it, it's allowed. It's not bid'ah. So the problem is, can you say it? I said yes. Can you counter a shahada? Shahada can be given in Hindi, can be given in Urdu, can be given in Arabic. As long as the meaning is there, you can do it. There's no problem at all. Is it the shahada that was used at the time of the Prophet? Similar, not exactly. So the answer is very clear. You can't understand the answer. The problem is with you. How can you say it is bid'ah? Do you know the definition of bid'ah? So the answer was very clear. Just because you heard someone saying something and you don't know Arabic grammar and you're coming asking me a question, I gave the reply. Now again you're going in circles. I don't know what the problem is. I was very clear in my earlier answer that it's not part of the Quran, it's not mentioned in the Hadith, but someone says there's no problem at all. If you don't say it. When I use the Shahada, I never use this. I say the one that is used in Bukhari. So I hope it is clear that I don't know anyone who says that this is part of the Quran. It is not. But can you say it? Yes. In Arabic, it's no problem at all. So you have to know the Sharia rules very clearly. And just because one Dai starts saying something and you try and believe because you don't know Islamic background, you don't have Islamic knowledge, you don't have Arabic knowledge, and then you're sticking with your view. When you ask me a question, I've given the answer. It's very clear cut. You can go and hear the answer which I gave in the last session, and you'll be very clear cut what is the Islamic ruling on that. Hope that answers the question.